DSE Assessor e-learning course. In this display screen equipment, or DSE Assessor e-learning course, we will discuss UK legislation in relation to DSE, the harm DSE could cause and how we can prevent it. The program will also provide you with the knowledge to carry out DSE assessment in accordance with current Health and Safety Executive, or HSE, guidelines. It will explain when further intervention is required. We will also discuss considerations for home workers, mobile workers, and those with special requirements. And we will learn how DSE assessment benefits employers and helps to keep DSE users safe. This course is made up of 6 modules. Module 1, Introduction to Display Screen Equipment. Module 2, The Health Risks. Module 3, Risk Controls. Module 4, Ergonomic Best Practice. Module 5, DSE Setup and DSE Assessment Criteria. Module 6, DSE Assessment and Walkthrough. We'll start with Module 1 of this DSE Assessor e-learning course, Introduction to Display Screen Equipment. And so, in this first module, we will gain an understanding of display screen equipment, as we work through the following key learning points. Display screen equipment. Key terms. Why we need DSE assessment. Legislation and guidance. And the role of the DSE assessor. In this module, we will explore the health risks associated with DSE use. As we work through these, keep in mind that the extent of these will vary from person to person. Research shows that users who spent more time using DSE, and those who worked for long periods without a break, reported more negative health symptoms. Many who reported such symptoms did not take any time off work. And so, in this module we will explore the health risks associated with DSE use, looking at eye fatigue, headaches, musculoskeletal disorders and the ranges of motion that increase the risk of musculoskeletal disorders, and mental stress. Then, we will look at the specific risks associated with remote workers and mobile devices. And, finally, DSE users with special requirements. DSE Assessor Module 3, Risk Controls. In the following 2 modules, we will look at various risk controls that can be used to reduce the risk of the hazards associated with DSE. In this module, we will first look at the hierarchy of risk controls, to understand the framework for controlling risk. Then, we will take a look at important risk controls for DSE, which include Hierarchy of risk controls. DSE suitability. Types of DSE. Environmental risk controls. Information, instruction and training. Health checks. And users with special requirements. In this module, we will continue looking at important risk controls for DSE equipment, with a particular emphasis on ergonomics. As mentioned previously, ergonomics involves the science of fitting the workplace to suit the worker. The aim of good ergonomics is to increase efficiency and productivity, reduce discomfort, and prevent harm to employees. In terms of DSE, ergonomics are when a user's workstation is optimized in such a way to enable the user to work with greater comfort and have less chance of being harmed. In other words, DSE users should be able to sit or stand in a neutral body position in a relaxed way, that requires no excessive reaching, or awkward angles to complete tasks. In order to control for risk factors that include ergonomic elements, employers should take into account two factors. First, equipment. Have employees been provided with equipment which allows them to work in a way that minimizes stress on their bodies? The type of equipment may vary based on the user's body type. For instance, very tall workers may need additional space, while shorter workers may require foot support. Second, training. Employees must understand how to work using the equipment in a way that minimizes stress on their bodies. And so, in this module, we will first take a look at what good ergonomics for DSE looks like, in terms of sitting, the upper limbs and using a display screen. Then we will take a look at safe work practices that should be implemented when using DSE. And, finally, we explore some stretching and exercises that help to relieve the build-up of stress from DSE use. Module 5 of this DSE Assessor course, DSE Setup and Assessment Criteria. To ensure a workstation meets DSE assessment criteria, users must ensure it is set up correctly to ensure they are not exposed to any DSE hazards. Remember, a correctly set up workstation helps reduce the risk of pain or ill health that can be associated with DSE. To summarize, a workstation not only includes equipment, it also includes its immediate work environment. And so, in this module, we will explore criteria you will use in your assessment for seating and posture, work surfaces, keyboards, mice, and phones, monitors, document holders and software, and finally, the work environment. Module 6 of this DSE Assessor course, DSE Assessment and Walkthrough. And so, in this module we will explore the following sections. Understanding DSE assessments, the initial assessment, conducting a risk assessment, finishing your assessment, and walkthrough.